Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the second part and the last part of making this corporate dress with cinched or pleated waist. Thank you so much for watching the first one. You can continue watching this one so as to see how I was able to completely make this dress. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So starting off, I'm going to be finishing up the neckline of this dress, and to do that I'm just folding a little fabric like this into two, and I'm going to take the neckline of my front piece. So this is my front piece folded into two, and then I placed the center front, the that is folded, on the piece that is also folded, so it's placed like this. After that, I'll carefully pin it just so it stays in place, and then I'll go ahead and use my scissors to trace it out. Now after tracing it out, this is what it's going to look like. I went ahead to pin it again so it doesn't move, so it stays well when I'm marking. So from the shoulder line, I'm going to mark 3 inches, and I'm going to mark it all the way around the neckline. So this is the 3 inches. I'll go ahead and mark it all around. I'll mark 3 inches here as well. So after marking the 3 inches, I'll go ahead and connect all the lines, thereby having like a curve. And then I'll go ahead and cut this off, and this is what all the neckline is going to look like, so that when I place it on my main fabric, it stays like it's exactly how it is on my main fabric. So I'm going to open up my front piece, and I'm going to place this neckline on the neckline of my front piece like this. So I'm going to place it this way, right sides facing. You can see that I traced it properly because I placed my right side on the material before cutting. So this is how I'm going to place it, and I'll go to my sewing machine and I'll go ahead and join this by 1/2 inch all around like this. I'll join it by 1/2 inch. So for the back piece, I'll also fold another fabric, another piece, like the remaining fabric, just like I did for the front. I'll just fold this fabric into two. This is folded into two. You can see the midpoint folded. Then I'll just take one part of my back piece, and I'm going to place it this way. And after that, I'll also go ahead and trim this off. Now this is what I have. I'll also go ahead from the shoulder. I'll take 3 inches all around the neckline. And then I'll connect the points. And cut it off. So because these two pieces divided into two, I'm going to I'm going to divide it like this, so I can have one piece for each side of the back piece. So I'll just also go ahead, place it right side facing, and go ahead and join it by 1/2 inch. So I'll go ahead and join it by 1/2 inch. So after joining the front by 1/2 inch, this is what it looks like. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to notch it all around, so as to ease tension, so that when I flip it over to the wrong side, it's not coming out to the right side. So I'll go ahead and do this all around, and after that I'm going to top stitch it. So I'm going to open it this way on my sewing machine, place this on my sewing machine this way, and I'm going to go ahead and sew this. I'll carefully sew it, making sure to open up this neck piece and sew it all around, and I'm done doing that right now. This is what it's looking like. So you can see that when I flip it over to the right side, this is the right side now, you can see that everything is already staying in place. Now to further make this relax properly, just use your iron and press it, and it will relax well. So you can see that it extends to my shoulder line, and that is so that I'll be able to join it to the shoulder line so that it does not move at all. And after doing this, now this is going to look great. Your neckline is going to look very great. I also went ahead to do that for the back pieces as well. So this is my front piece. I went ahead to fold it into two, and I'm about to insert the darts. So from the shoulder line, from the top here, I'm going to come down by 15.5 inches. Remember the half inch I added at the shoulder line, that is why I added half inch to it. So from my shoulder to my underbust, 15.5 inches. And then I also measured, I also went down by 18.5 inch, that is the 3 inches I marked after my underbust line. Remember I added the half inch just because I'm going to be joining the shoulders by half inch, so that's why I added half inch. So I'll just draw a straight line to connect everything together. After doing that, I'll come to my side. When I measure this, yes, you can see I have 3 inches. Now I'm going to come to this side, my side front, and I'm going to take out 2.5 inches. Remember I added 2.5 inches for the seam allowance, for the sewing allowance. I'm just going to take out that 2.5 inches at the side like this, and then I draw a straight line. Now I'm going to be working from that 2.5 inch I marked to my center line. So I'm going to be measuring from my center front to that 2.5 inch line, and when I measure it, I have about 10.5 inches. So my round waist measurement divided by 4 is going to be 8 inches, and then 10.5 inches, take out 8 inches from there, I'm going to have 2.5 inches, and that it's that 2.5 inches that I'm going to be cinching in at the waist. So to do that, I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to fold it into 2.5 just to find the midpoint of 2.5. And after that, you can see where my crease is, and to mark that, and first of all, I'm going to, from my center front, I'm going to mark 4 inches, and that is my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. I want the pleat to be underneath my nipple. So from that 4 inch, I'll go and mark that 2.5 inches divided by 2 at that crease. You can see I'll mark it on that crease like this, and from that line I'll also go ahead and mark on that crease again like this. So here I have 3 lines here, so I'll be picking it from the middle to sew when I am ready to sew. Also note that I'm taking this measurement on the wrong side of my fabric. So on this 18.5 inch line, I'll also go ahead and do the same thing I did at the first line, just so I can draw a straight line. So I'm marking 4 inches, and from that 4 inches I'm marking the one point something that I had from dividing 2.5 by 2, and then I'm also going to mark that again. I'll go ahead and draw a straight line to connect these lines. So I have 3 lines here, and so I'm going to be taking it from the middle part, place it on my sewing machine and sew on that line. So when I place my tape, you can see that I have 2.5. When I place my tape from the first to the third line, I have 2.5 inches that I'm going to be taking out from the waist of this. So to further explain, I'm going to explain this. So I'm going to flip, I just flipped it over, and like I said before, from the top I'm going to take 15.5 inches, and this is because this is my shoulder to my underbust line, plus half inch that I'm going to use to join the front and the back pieces together. And then I also marked 18.5 inches, and this is wow, I'm just drawing a straight line. And when I place my tape, you see I have 3 inches that I intend to, that's the length of the pleat I want to have. So from the side front, I went ahead to mark 3 inches. Sorry, I went ahead to mark 2.5 inches, which is the sewing allowance that I added to it, and I marked it on there. So from that 2.5 inch line to the center front of my dress, I'm going to mark it, I'm going to measure it, and what I have is 10.5 inches. And my round waist divided by 4 is 8 inches, so I'm going to take out 8 inches from 10.5 inches, and that is going to be 2.5 inches. That means I'm going to be taking out 2.5 inches from the waist. So I'm going to further divide 2.5 inch by 2, and this is how I'm going to divide it. I just folded in my tape to 2.5 inch, and from the center front I'm going to go ahead and mark 4 inches because that's where I want my pleat to be at. And from that 4-inch line, I'll go ahead and mark what I have on that crease. Remember the crease I have on my tape after dividing 2.5 by 2. So I marked it first here, and I'm also going to mark it again. And when I measure the lines from the first to the third line, you can see I have 2.5 inch right there. So I'll go ahead and do the same thing on the 18.5 inch line, and after doing that, I'll use a straight ruler to draw out the straight lines. So after that, I'm going to open it up so you can see our lines. So if I open it up like this, you can see where I'm going to be cinching in the two sides of the front piece. So to sew it on, I'm going to take the line at the middle line, there's the second line. I'm going to place it on my sewing machine, and I'm going to pin it so that it stays put, and then I'll just sew along this line. And when you flip it, it's going to affect the other side of the line. And I'll also do the same thing for this side. Take the middle line and sew on this other line. So I'm done doing that. This is what it's looking like right now. So I'm just going to take out the pins I pinned on it. And this other side, I also went ahead to sew it as well. So I'll just take out the pins, and when I open it to the wrong side, this is what it's looking like on the wrong side. So if I measure from my midpoint to where my pleat is, you can see I have 4 inches. So this is going to sit perfectly on under my bust points. So if I turn it to the wrong side, this is what the dress is looking like. You can see our neckline as well. It's now perfectly, laid down because I went ahead to iron this. So this is what it looks like at the front side. This is what the pleats look like at the right side. So this is already looking so pretty, so pretty. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and do the same thing for the back piece, but you're going to fold down this place like this and iron it flat with a hot iron, and you're also going to place this flat and also iron it with a flat iron. And then for this back piece, I already went ahead to join the zipper allowance. You can see it's there, my zipper allowance of 1 inch. I already went ahead to join it. So I'll be taking my measurements from that 1 inch, on that 1 inch, like from here now. That's where I'm going to be placing my tape to take my measurements, and I'll do exactly what I did for the front, and I'll also go ahead and pleat the back piece as well. So this is what the back piece is looking like. I went ahead to open up that zipper allowance, and I ironed it flat so that it's easier for me to insert my dart. And I also went ahead to join the pleats like this. This is what it looks like at the right side. So this is for the front piece. So now I'm just going to join the front and the back pieces together. So this is the back piece, and I'm going to place the front piece on top like this, and I'll go ahead and join it at the shoulder line by 1/2 inch. I'll join here by 1/2 inch and join here as well by 1/2 inch. So I've done that. I've joined the tops by ½ inch, the shoulders by ½ inch. I'll go ahead and join the sides by 2.5 inches. Remember, that's the sewing allowance I added for it. So I'll just go ahead and join it all from the armhole line to the length by 2.5 inches. And this is what it looks like at the right side after I am done joining it. So at the wrong side, at the back side here, sorry, at the back side, I also went ahead to insert my zip. I also went ahead to to hem the bottom of my dress, and I went ahead to insert my hemming gum at the slits and use iron to press it down so it stays put. And this is what it looks like. So nice. You want to iron out everything after you are done. So this is the sleeve. I already went ahead to cut the sleeve. If you want to know how to cut a sleeve, I'm going to leave the description of a long sleeve that I cut, so you just cut it short to have a short sleeve. So this is the my two sleeves that I already cut out. So this is me just indicating the wrong side of the sleeve. So you want to make sure to add 1.5 inches to the length of your sleeve. When you are cutting it, add additional 1.5 inches for the turn up of the sleeve. So after I'm done doing that, I'm going to mark the 1.5 inches that I added for the turn up. So I'll just mark 1.5 inches along this sleeve, and after that I'm going to fold in by 1.5 inches, and I'm also going to fold it in again like this, and then I'll go ahead and sew the bottom line by ½ inch. So after I'm done doing that, folding in 1.5 inches by 2, I went ahead to sew the bottom by ½ inch, and this is on the wrong side. So when I flip it on the right side like this is what it's going to look like, and you can see the turn up on the sleeve. You can go ahead and use a pressing iron to press this down properly. Now I'll just go ahead and take the sleeves, and I'm going to attach it to the armhole of the dress by placing it right side facing, and then just joining it together, sewing it all around. And I will just open up this place a little bit so I can insert the sleeve, join everything together. And I already went ahead to join this other side, so you can see how neat and beautiful it is. You can also see the turn up sleeve on there. So after doing that, that is basically it on how to sew this gorgeous and very simple corporate dress. This is so beginner friendly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe to this channel, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.